Okay guys, it's time for my Xbox 360 collection 2018. I have 83 games, but so many of the games are in here because these don't require the Kinect or find it as an option. These are just without the Kinect. I have two that are online, so we're gonna go into details of the Kinect ones later after I finish this this video. Arcane Reigns. This is a Sega game, Fight to Death. It's very ample and gore, intense violence, passionately strong language, and sexual themes. There's the disc. Also gives you information about the characters in here. Shows you the characters, the cast. Next up is doesn't I think it's a I think it's a 2012 video game. Who knows? I think this is a 2006 game of Arcade Unplugged and Xbox Live. Xbox Live is only for use for Xbox 360. Semi gaming, my fonts, my Vinci fonts, combination Minecraft fonts. Yes, a disc. The text and hold them. Yeah, the instruction booklet goes for information. Bejeweled 2 is the first. It's rated E. Geometry Wars Virtual Evolved is rated E. I'm trying to read though. Greg Fable Souls, another one is E. Outpost Cookie X, another is an E game. Texas Hold'em is rated T, obviously. The other E-rated game. Hardwood Backgammon. There's more games. Yeah, that other game was 2006. 2012. Yes, it's a 2016. Next up is Batman Arkham City, the Game of the Year edition. There's disc 1. There's disc version there. It's rated T, can't go into details. But I can list information on rated T. A bit of description. Next up is Bejeweled 3. E. That was the first of the T-rated games. That was the first M-rated game. Bejeweled 3 is one of the most addictive puzzle games. It's rated E. There's the disc for Bejeweled 3. There's no restrictions for this one. Also got an ad for Plants vs Zombies, Pego Knights, Astropop, Fiend Fantasy, Heavy Weapons, and Fiend Fantasy 2. One of the games, another one of the copies includes this one. I think it was also the arcade compilation disc and PopCap Arcade Hits has it. Yeah. Bejeweled 3 also was included as a bonus game for Zumba's Revenge. Bejeweled Bliss HD or Live, it's part of the is a bonus game included for Bejeweled 3. Body count. It has blunt and violence. Very mature. Some Codemasters. That one's for PopCap. That one's from Warbur's favorite game. I think it's supposed to be 2010. But that game is so much fun. A good thing I have Patrol 3. There's the just body count. I think it's 2010. Nothing on the back, unfortunately. Big Pumpkin's next. You could see the 360 version and its original Xbox version. And then you notice the Burger King logo is there. Mario Kart Team fonts. It's a lot of scratches. I don't know if my Xbox 360 can play it unless I can try to get the new copy of this game. This is the Devil May Cry HD collection. It includes the 3 original Devil May Cry games. There I Am with blood suggesting fonts. This is a Capcom game. It's a 2010 video game, apparently. They were released for the PS2. Here's Devil May Cry 4. Also from the same company that released the other games. Prepared and face your demons. It's very aimed for blood, language, sexual themes, and bonds. There's a disc. The instruction booklet doesn't include ads for anything, like the PS3 did. And what's next? This game's rated for alcohol reference and tobacco reference. A blood, language, suggested themes, and bonds. There's a disc. N-War also includes a guide, starter guide, and Hogs, which was given the T rating. It was never released to the Wii. Next up is that one's from Ubisoft, a Deep Silver game. It's Escape the Island. I do not own the PS3 version, but I will soon. It became $9.99, but it went back to $4.99. The booklet's kind of short. Next up is Fallout 3, the Game of the Year edition. Very aimed for blood gore, it has violence, sexual themes, use of drugs, and also contains language that is strong. There's the disc for the first disc. And there's this too. Add-on content, I think. There's also, you can also play, it's a game I could play on the Xbox One. Yeah. Next up is Fever Record 11. Number 12's next. E. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it. Confusing. They created Fall. EA Sports did this one. I think it's a 2010 video game. This one is 2011. It's FIFA Soccer 12. Another eBay game. I also have number 13, but it's not in here because I'm going to show it with the rest of the games, Connect games. Next up is Grid. Another eBay game. I can't go into details with this game because it's a GameStop kind of case. Next up is Jeopardy for Xbox 360. This version has an alcohol and a tobacco reference, and the one violent reference. This is Jeopardy. There's the disc. It was a pre-owned game, so I managed to pick it up. I also own Wheel of Fortune, which I will show eventually, and once I'm done with the second stack of these games. They each handle for content runs. I am going to get back to this game. There's the disc. Has some Lego Batman merchandise. Next up is Harry Potter Years 1 through 4. I don't have 5 to 7 one yet, but I'm going to get it soon. Is there E10 for Cartoon Bots and Humor? Lego Universe video game. Has the cartoon violence. Why does this say anime blood? There's also more merchandise on the back. Next up is Lost Planet Extreme Condition. This game is Capcom. Just Xbox Live on the bottom of the cover. Anime blood, my language and violence contains. Doesn't contain an ad for anything else, unfortunately. Next up is Man OA 2007 game. Features list there. None of these Man games, none of these NFL games they have for Xbox 360 contains inappropriate material, as their eBay games. They don't contain any restrictions. Oh, there's the features right there. NFL 2006. I also got this for the Xbox, the PS3. This game I got from the Complete Entertainment Exchange, which is out of business here in America. Possibly small. Here's my Major League Baseball 2K7. So new ball game is right E. This game don't contain any inappropriate material. I'm still gonna get the other one in Major League Baseball games. Here's 2K8. The Bigs is on the back. They're a little more expensive than the PS3 versions of them. So yeah, at GameStop they were actually more pricey, a little pricey. Were not as cheap as the PS3 versions were. Smell of Honor Warfighter. The Project Honor Edition. There's a Walmart exclusive documentary in this copy included. There's disc 1. It's a multiplayer. This includes the single player campaign page. Also got this code thing and some gym and information about Xbox Live too. And it also includes this bonus DVD, documentary DVD, as a bonus, because it's a Walmart exclusive. MX ATV Untamed. Another one of these eBay games. This has mod violence. I'd say there's the option stuff with features in English. There's the disc. You know, each disc each disc contains information. Do not make illegal copies of this disc. Yeah, Microsoft is serious about that. Don't think that they were joking about that, but they are not joking. They are serious. NBA 2K7. Also gotta watch the next Forest was Grey's Anatomy. This is NBA 2K7. My aunt was be here on 4. I gotta start watching those episodes. It also goes an ad for college hoops and NCAA 2K7, which I do not got. But I do have NHL 2K7 though, because eventually I'll get to that game eventually. Next up is 2K9, NBA 2K9. It's very E. It also includes an ad from Major League Baseball 2K8 and NHL 2K9, which I own both for Xbox 360. Here's NBA 2K10. I still need to try to find NBA 2K8 for the Xbox 360. This game has no restrictions. NHL 2K10 is on the back of the cover of the instruction booklet. I also own that game, so we will get to it. NBA 2K11, which I need to get for the PS3. There's the disc for NHL 2K11. Next up is NBA 2K12. Another one of these E-rated games. Next up is all starting with NHLs. This is NHL 2007, which was never released for the PS3. Here's NHL 2008. E10 of my violence. I'm not going to mention the rating or the reason for the rest of the NHL games I have because it's obvious to them because they share the same rating as NHL 2008 and 2007. This is from 2008. Yeah. The 2009 video game, NHL 2010. NHL game. Yeah, NHL 2011. Released in 2010. There's the disc. Next up is NHL 2012. Released in 2011. NHL 2013 is coming next. I don't know why that happened. I got NHL 2014. Next up is NHL 2015, which was also released for the Xbox One and PS4, in addition to its Xbox 360 and PS3 releases. 3E10 and up, and there's kind of false advertising on the back because the E rating is there, which is not the correct rating. I still don't get why they did that. EA Sports did that. I don't know what they were going for there. This one's really E10 up for violence. NHL 2K6 was only released to PS2, I think. I don't know about the GameCube, but it was also released for the Xbox as well, and the Xbox 360. Not the PS3 though. It's got NBA 2K6 there. This game and stuff. Taskman 2 we will get to, and Contro's 2K6. Yeah, Taskman 2 I have for the PS3 or Xbox 360. This is an NHL 2K7. Don't have the original case. I got that from Complete Entertainment Exchange. 2K NHL 2K6 or 2K8. It also contains lyrics. College Troops 2K is there and NBA 2K8. I need to get NHL 2K8. NHL 2K9. I cannot go into details of that game. NHL 2K10 I will. It's rate E10 up. I just showed NHL 2K, NBA 2K10. This is a Perfect Dark Zero. It's kind of an interesting case, huh? It was $1.99 when I got it at the Game Zone. It has a lot of stuff. It has a guide, manual, a instruction booklet, that and this. The game's rated M for blood, language, and violence. There's the game disc and the bonus DVD. Good thing I picked up this one. This is Plants vs. Zombie. This is I think E10 up maybe, or E, as M by Captain Vons. Pego and Zuma are both rated E. This is just zombies in the two bonus games. I think Plants vs. Zombies rate E10 up, while the other PopCap games were rated E. And here's PopCap Arcade Hits Volume 1. I checked it out from the Salzburg Library once before. There's the disc. Every single game that is included is rated E. Next up is Portal 2, which is the E10 up game. Portal was rated T, I believe. This game contains fancy fonts and mild language. There's the disc. Pierce next. I got this from the Complete Entertainment Exchange. And it was also formerly purchased at Blockbuster. Somebody bought this at Blockbuster. I don't know who. It's rated E for mild violence. It has inside artwork, which I'm not going to into details with. I'll do that in a different video. This is Rage. There's disc 1. It also includes the second disc. And there's disc 3. Next up is Standard Box Office Smash. Only an Xbox 360 exclusive game. It contains blood, crude humor, language, mild language, sexual themes, use of alcohol and tobacco, and violence. It's a TV game. Next up is Seen Big Lights Big Screen, which I originally got at GameStop. It's rated T from drug reference, mild blood, mild language, mild violence, and sexual themes. I also own this for the PS3. Next up is Sega Superstar Tennis and the arcade disc. This game's rated E10 up for mild blood, mild suggestive themes, and mild fancy fonts. This one goes from E to E10 up. Yeah. The instruction book comes with the Sega Superstar Tennis, which includes an ad for the Golden Compass game, rated E10 up for mild language and violence. There's Sega Superstar Tennis disc plus the arcade disc. Next up is Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing. Good thing I now own this game. This version includes. I think this game says E10 up, but it's wrong. It's supposed to be an E-rated game for comic mischief, lyrics, and Michael Timmons. Don't know why it's E10 up when it should be an E-rated game. Don't know. People are gonna get confused with the rating with that game. Sonic Odyssey next. This is an E10 up because of its anime blood and fancy violence. This is also from Sega. I have three more games from Sega in this video that are yet to be seen. So hang tight. This is the next game. It's Starman Indication from THQ, obviously. Pearson Disney. Part 2 is from that company. There was an ad for another game. Juiced 2 contains language and suggestive games. Next up is Super Street Fighter 4, also a T-rated game. It contains an alcohol reference, model language, suggestions, and violence. Which I am going to try to get some footage for this version of the game eventually, because it's a fun game. Next up is The Club. Actually, I should have said 4 more in this video, because The Club's obviously from Sega. Next up is Top Spin 2. It's an E-rated game. I don't think there's any restrictions. There's the disc. Hey, Top Spin 3. I also own the PS3 version of this game. No restrictions whatsoever. This game includes an ad for the baseball game that I just showed. It was Major League Baseball 2K8. Next up is Universal Wars Earth Assault, another Sega game. Don't know why this was made by them. Yeah, it's my language of violence. And here's the disc. Yeah, Sega. Next up is Virtual Tennis 3. The fourth one, number 4, I got too, but like I said, I'm going to show that later, with the ones that don't require to connect or sees that as a, optional option. I got an ad for Sonic the Hedgehog, which rated E10 for fancy violence. Does not contain anime blood like Sonic Unleashed does. Virtual Tennis 2009 is next. This is another game I got. For, this game is rated E, no restrictions. I also have Virtual Tennis 3 for the PS3. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine. It's rated M, blood and violence. Excuse me. Wars Uchi 3. Checked it out from the Pearl River Library once. It's my language, suggestions use of alcohol, tobacco, and violence. Wheel of Fortune's next, which I'm gonna do more games for film more videos with this game. XCOM Enemy Unknown is next. Great amp for Blanco, strong language of violence from 2K Games. You're in the movies is next. Yeah. It's only for the Xbox 360. It contains model language, violence, and comic mischief. It's the mod violence too. Next up is Yubia Ninja Gaiden Z for an M-rated game. It has blood and gore, drug weapons, intense violence, sexual themes, and strong language. Yeah. There's the CD for the game and the disc. Last game is Zuma's Revenge. E10. It's a E-rate game for Micro months. And this game contains Bejeweled 3 and Final Fantasy 2 because they're bonus games in this. It has instructions to play this game plus Final Fantasy 2 and Bejeweled 3. It also contains an ad for Paygo on the back besides Bejeweled 3 and Plants vs. Zombie. That's it for all the Xbox 360 games that don't have any use for the Kinect, but still got more.